And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another day of the DQ Labs conversations. Today, we are very happy to have a very hot topic, which is the 2020 NID DAT or DAT Mains. Now, this particular webinar covers both UG as well as PG. So, just UG as well as PG, and we're we'd really like as much interaction as possible, as much questions as possible. It's going to be an interesting session. um, the session is being taken by Umesh Kumar is an architect and a designer from IIT Delhi. He's a TEDx speaker. He's worked at Jaguar Land Rover and Hyundai Motors. um, he is also the founder of DQ Labs and Exam Play, and and Exam Play, of course, DQ Labs is the largest, uh, one of the largest coaching centers in India to help students crack these design entrance exams. And Exam Play is the learning platform that's created and hosts all the study material. So if you go into the description of this particular webinar, you will find the links. Um, if you want to reach out to us, you'll find the link there to reach out to us. You'll also find the link to DQ Edge, wherein you'll get study material over there, free study material and paid study material as well. And you also have the link to our website. All right. So go through that. Also, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button, um, so that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you're aware of what we are up to every time we do a live webinar. Now, that's it from my side. Over to Mesh.
Thanks, Dion. Thanks for the introduction, and welcome everybody for this DQ Labs Monday conversations. Every Monday, we take up something interesting that is relevant for design aspirants or design architecture fashion aspirants, something useful for them. So a couple of days back, NID has finally put up some information on their website regarding the announcement of the DAT prelim results and also information about the DAT mains for admissions of 2021-2022. So I would request everybody to go on to their website, especially admissions.nid.edu, and keep checking for the latest updates. It's very important. So the DAT prelims that has happened sometime in February, the results of that is going to be announced in the third week of June 2021. All right, so we are in the first week, so 2 more weeks to go, and then the results are announced. And very interestingly and importantly, they have also given out the DAT mains for admission. So you can click on the link and go through the PDF that they have uploaded. Right, so this is very important. Now, as the last year DAT, which has happened online because of the pandemic, this year as well, the DAT is going to happen online. Okay, so there is no need of visiting a test center and exposing yourself to the pandemic and etc. So you can do this very much from the comfort of your home. So they have clearly mentioned, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation prevailing in the country and the uncertainties arising thereof, the DAT mains for the admission cycle 2021-2022 will be held in the online mode. All right, so there is some clarity at this point of time how it will be organized. So it will be online, right? Now, there is B.Des and M.Des. So let us first go through the B.Des, what is expected for the DAT mains, design aptitude test mains, right? So for the B.Des, mains. So those who are shortlisted only, and this shortlisted students will get an intimation in the third week of June once the results are announced, right? They would be required to upload a theme poster on the topics. So you have to upload a theme poster, and they are saying they will give you some topics. So these topics will be communicated separately only to the shortlisted candidates. And how do you upload it? As a single PDF file not exceeding 10 MB. Now, this poster can either be done manually in any media and scanned or photographed to be uploaded, or digitally on one A3 size sheet. Okay, so this single poster that you are creating based on the topics, you can use any media manually. Okay, and you can scan it or photograph it to upload, or you can also do digitally. So they are giving you both the options, manually or digitally. If you're good in using digital tools, you can also create the poster using digital. Or if you're good in traditional media or model making and etc., you can definitely do all of that. You can scan the work or you can photograph the work, and you can compile it in a A3 size sheet, and you can take a picture and upload, and the size will be 10 MB. Apart from this, the candidates will also be required to prepare a digital copy of their sample of works or portfolio to be uploaded as a single file in PDF format, again, not exceeding 10 MB. So which means that you have to collate all your best works. All right, they have not mentioned the number of pages, but the size of your file should not exceed 10 MB. All right, so we are looking at 10 to 15 works compiled into one file, PDF, and you upload. So you got to start working on this. Now, there is a reason why they have given enough notice for you. Now, you still have 2 weeks of time. And once they announce the topic, again, you'll have 1.5 weeks of time. So you get 3 weeks of considerable amount of time to work on these two items. One is, of course, you will start working only once they announce the theme topic, okay, which happens after the results are out for DAT's prelims. But now on, what you can work is on your portfolio. So portfolio is nothing but a collection of all your good works, right? If you want to have more information on how to create a portfolio, we already have a beautiful session done on a webinar done on creating a portfolio. It is available on DQ Labs channel. So please access that and go through that today itself and understand how it has to be done. All right. So this is a requirement for the B.Des students, shortlisted B.Des students. One is a poster that you have to make, and the second is a portfolio that you need to compile, a digital one, and then you upload. All right. This is for UG students. Now let us look at the PG students for M.Des. Those again shortlisted for the M.Des mains would be required to submit a statement of purpose within a maximum word limit of 300 words. Questions will be communicated separately only to the shortlisted candidates. Okay, so you have to create a statement of purpose, and what you have to be addressing in the statement of purpose, the content. The questions will be communicated separately only to the shortlisted candidates. And this need to be typed and uploaded as a single PDF file, not exceeding 2 MB. So you got to type it, convert it to a single PDF, and then upload. So statement of purpose is the first activity for the M.Des students. And then again, the candidates are also required to prepare a digital copy of the portfolio to be uploaded as a single file in PDF format, size not exceeding 10 MB. All right. So this is for the M.Des students, master's students, statement of purpose and a portfolio. And you also have 2 weeks of time to work on your portfolio. The third week, you would probably compile your work and also create your statement of purpose, right? So the topics related to the theme poster and the questions related to the statement of purpose will be intimated to the candidates separately on their registered email IDs. The candidates would be given a week's time of window within which they would have to upload the same. So very clear what needs to be done. Okay. Now there is something, some kind of error probably on this document. Now this is dated 4th June 2020. Uh, Poor fellow, whoever is typing, he's still living in 2020. We are in 2021, but this has been uploaded for the admission cycle 2021-2022. That is for the next year. So we are assuming that this is the correct document, in spite of the error that they have done. All right. So this is a very common thing. Everybody makes errors, especially designers make more errors, and the managers of designers make even more errors. So probably that is the thing. Anyway, so coming back to what you got to do now. Okay, forget about the theme that they're going to give you. Focus on your portfolio creation. Please try to uh, compile all your work, especially all the DQ students. Please make use of the round two preparation that is happening on the Sundays. Please attend those sessions. Now we have more faculty in various breakout rooms for you, so that you can spend enough time with them, right? Please make use of this opportunity. Show all your work to them. They will help you pick the best work of yours. If you do not have any work, at least start working on that, and try to see that you have at least 10 good works that you can showcase. All right. So it's the same for both B.Des and M.Des students. Please start working on your portfolios. All right. Okay. So any questions, please feel free to ask. So Vaishali is asking, sir, can you show example of theme posters? All right. So last year also they have got some thematic expression. They called it as thematic expression, and they gave a topic. The topic is my memorable journey was the topic, and every student was supposed to create a poster that talks about my memorable journey. All right. So a lot of students have done. We have helped them in terms of helping them in terms of asking the right questions when they are doing these posters. Is there anything else that they can showcase, and etc., etc. But unfortunately, I will not be able to show any of that work because it's all confidential work. We would not encourage sharing the confidential works of the students. So we would not like to show. But what I can tell you is the expression of medium, right? So somebody has expressed it into like a small storyboard format. Somebody has done a paintings. So somebody has done photography. Somebody did models and taken photographs of that. Okay. So how you interpret the topic is what matters, and how you are representing. So basically your skill level also shows when you're representing. So that also matters. All right. So Vaishali, so we cannot show you any of the examples of the last year students, but a poster is a poster. It can be in a different mediums, different creative ways, etc. So you can be more creative. Mahima is asking, sir, what exactly do they expect the layout or the theme of the poster to be? They do not have any expectations. The only expectation is it has to convey whatever you are trying to tell, okay, and it has to be creative. You can probably like if you're talking about storyboards, you can create 20 frames, 20 small boxes in which you are trying to tell a story, or it could be a single frame which communicates a story, or you can do a poster, like not a storyboard but a poster. Okay. It could be a collage work. Any medium is absolutely fine. Taj, sir, can you share examples of theme posters if possible? We have plenty of these theme posters, but unfortunately, we cannot share them in a public platform like this. All right. Because there are personal works which are done and submitted to the examination board. We will not be um, able to share that work with you. But a poster is a poster. I can take some examples of the internet just to show you some kind of interesting posters. But these are general posters not done for the NID purpose, right? So a poster is a piece of information, right, which communicates. So it has to be relevant to the topic, and you can express the topic. So, for example, this is basically telling a story, right? So this is telling a story, right? So for example, very simple, but very communicative kind of a thing, right? So I scream, you scream, vote, right? So uh, these are all examples of posters. You can create a storyboard or infographic or whatever you would want to communicate what you want to express. All right. Okay, so these are the posters. Kyle is saying also, sir, is there a problem with the portfolio being slightly more art oriented? Kyle, is this for UG or PG? If it is for PG, it has to be specific to the design discipline that you have chosen. If it is UG, it can have a lot of artwork, experimentation work, design work, your sketches, etc. Okay. So Preetham is saying portfolio to be presented after DAT mains or before. So Preetham, on the third week, once they announce the shortlisted students, they will send an email to the shortlisted students about uploading of this particular work. Evaluation of that work itself is the DAT mains. I hope you got it. Srinidhi is saying, sir, my portfolio at moment is more fashion design based. Would that be okay to submit for NID? See, basically, Srinidhi, if you feel that it is very fashion design oriented, then make it more neutral. All right, so remove some fashion design work and add more generic work. I hope this is you're talking about the UG design. So make it little well balanced kind of a work. All right. So Vaishali is saying, should our portfolio be focused on our preferred specialization? If it is PG, absolutely yes. If it is UG, it can be generic. Vardhan, can you please elaborate on the statement of purpose topic or theme for M.Des, specifically for SDM, Strategic Design Management? So statement of purpose, generally, Vardhan, you have to tell why you want to go into strategic design management. What is that you see that attracts you, or what do you think, what skills do you think in you would help you contribute or make use of the program and help the industry, right? So these are the type of things that you write, statement of purpose, right? So what is the purpose of you applying for that particular coursework, and why they have to pick you? So that is what you have to be writing. And specifically for strategic design management, now why you want to go into that space is what you should be focusing on. Like you can talk about the visionary aspect of it that you are more interested in. Like probably you have the knack of finding gaps or finding problems, okay, for companies which can help you find the opportunities for them, you know. So something that the SDM requires and that you have and that you feel that you can naturally apply. Okay. So Vaishali is saying NID had already asked two questions when the form was filled. One, how do you think this course will help your academic plans and or career ambitions? And number two, please write a brief statement about yourself, including details of your interest, hobbies, etc. How will it be different from statement of purpose? All right. So great question. In fact, this has been asked for UG students as well. And then, in fact, if you rewind back to our previous webinars, we kind of predicted that they might look into these questions in case the round two would not happen in a physical format. So you got to be thoughtful of what you're going to write. Okay. So all those who have put in some thought into what you have to mention, you're in our best side. Okay. So probably they will compare what you have written 6 months back and what you're submitting now. All right. So whether you have grown you have matured in your thought process, or you have gone down in your thought process, we would not know. Right. So, but definitely they will check that particular thing. So they also mentioned that the statement of purpose, they are going to give some specific questions. They would probably want to understand, okay, based on your answers of those questions, how deep your understanding of the design discipline is, or how passionate you are in terms of going into the field. I'm kind of guessing that those questions will be more practical oriented in terms of what have you done in this field, if you have done anything. Okay, any substantial outcomes or anything that you like to share, they may ask something like that, is what I'm expecting. All right, so Siddhant is asking, when is the NID DAT prelim results going to come out? Release the results fast. Siddhant, the results are coming out as per the website on the third week of June. So please keep checking their website. They keep updating their announcements. So they mentioned that the result for the B.Des and M.Des comes out the third week of June 2021. Okay, Sharanya, will there be personal interview for UG DAT Mains? Last year they organized the personal interviews, right? So please expect that there will be personal interviews this time as well. They did not mention it, but I'm sure they're going to mention it shortly. All right, you'll have clarity as and when you get close to third week of June. So Sharanya, it is expected. Interviews are expected for UG and for the PG as well. Preetham, poster making is equal to portfolio? No, poster making is not equal to portfolio. All right, so they have clearly mentioned, okay. Number one, the candidates who are shortlisted for DAT Mains would be required to upload a theme poster on topics. Number one, a theme poster, which is not exceeding 10 MB. If you read the third paragraph, the candidates will also be required to prepare a digital copy of the sample of works of portfolio to be uploaded. So these are two different activities. So you'll be uploading two files. First file about the theme poster. Second file is about the portfolio, right? I hope that is clear, Preetham. So poster making is not equal to portfolio. So these are two different activities. Vaishali is saying, for M.Des, how many projects should one include in portfolio? I am a B.Tech graduate. Will it be fine if I include more technical work too? You can add technical work, but mostly they are looking at the design related projects. Okay. So the number of projects, at least three projects, and then you can add your generic work. Okay, but 3 projects, very well done projects, will be highly appreciated. Vaishali? All right. So Nilay is asking, sir, my current portfolio doesn't include any artwork or work done on digital medium. So is it okay that if portfolio contains physical medium work for UG? Yes, Nilay. If you have physical work for UG portfolio, absolutely fine. No worries. You can happily submit that physical medium work. No issues at all. Okay, but just ensure that the quality of work is top notch. Okay, Dushyant, is it an ideal time to shoot a short film for the FVC stream and then provide the storyboarding process with the link, or one should only show previous work? No, Dushyant, you are all welcome to create something. 2 weeks is too much of time for a short film. All right, a short film can be done like maximum 2-3 days, right? So you should be able to do at least 3-4 short films by the calculation, right, Dushan? Yeah, go ahead, do new work, man, no problem. If you have time, absolutely do it. Okay. Sanjeev is saying, is 10 MB not too small? Absolutely not. Yeah, Sanjeev, 10 MB is too much. For 1 MB, you can get high quality work, high quality digital work. See, you don't require a digital work in 300 resolution, right? So you can do that work in 72 or 120 pixels. Absolutely fine. All right. Because see, if it is an A3 size, it will be viewed on a computer screen. So 16:9 ratio is what they'll be looking at, right? So maybe they'll zoom in to check the details. That's all. So 10 MB is not too small. So each slide can be 1 MB. All right. So 10 slides, 10 MB. Okay. So one slide, you can uh, no matter how much heavy rendering work that you put, you can always make it to make it into like a 16:9 aspect ratio, right? With a 72 DPI or maximum 120 DPI. That is enough for screen viewing. Okay, so that should not be a problem. All right. So any more questions anybody has, please feel free to ask. So this is good that they have decided what is the direction to be taken. By now, actually, they should have released the DAT mains results, and students will be counting on which college they will be getting into. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic, everything got delayed. But at least now there is some clarity in terms of what is NID is planning for, and you have enough time to work on the expectations of the NID DAT main. All right. Okay. So if you have no other questions, so we would request you to please go through that video. It is about portfolio preparation. All right, so please go through that, and it will help you give more clarity in terms of what needs to be included in a portfolio. All right. Okay. Cool. Dion, would you like to take over, or we can
Yes,
probably
Umesh.
close the session? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So, thank you all again for attending this. Please do like this webinar. It's very important to us that you like it. Please do share this with your friends if you think it's going to be useful to them. Also, subscribe to the DQ Labs YouTube channel and click on the notifications to make sure you get the notifications. All right, and all the best to all of you. So hope this helps, and do well, all the best, and prepare well, and let us know when you have got through. All right, take care. All right, goodbye.